If you're right in the middle of a GitHub Copilot session and you need to step away, but Copilot's not done doing its job, you can actually use remote control. I'm going to take you through how to set this up and enable it so that way you can step away from the computer and get back to actual real life. So right now I'm in the repo that we use for PyCon. I'm going to start up the CLI just by typing Copilot. You're going to enable this in the Copilot CLI. Should have mentioned that earlier. Now, once Copilot is up and running, I can see we have that here. You can go ahead and start asking whatever questions that you want to do. To enable remote control, you're going to do the /command remote, and then you can do on, off, or show. I'm going to turn it on. So in doing that, that's going to turn it on for this session. I'm just going to go ahead and press enter. So now we get this remote steering is enabled. We get this link. This link, you can click on this and it's going to either open up the actual session of Copilot working in the browser, or if you have the GitHub app, you can actually follow along in the mobile app as well. So why does this matter? Well, Copilot, unless you're actually working on autopilot and just bypassing the need for human interaction, Copilot is going to continuously ask you for permission to do things. That's how I personally work because I'm a big old scaredy cat and I don't like letting Copilot just take the reins and do whatever. But you want to stand by for those times that it has a question, because if not, you could be away for like 20 minutes and come back and you got a question like 2 minutes into you being gone and then nothing got completed. What's great about remote control is that you can follow along in its progress on the app or on the browser, and you can actually field those questions from Copilot and respond, which means you can continue on with the workflow, whatever's going on. You're no longer the bottleneck. You can step away. You're not beholden to your desk anymore. You're not beholden to the screen anymore, because you can continue the work that's happening with Copilot while you're away from your computer. I'm just going to give you a very simple, quick example. Let's say that I wanted to have Copilot, I don't know. Let's say I wanted to add in a section to the README. Let me make sure that we select the right README about GitHub Copilot best practices. All right, let's say we wanted to do that. And just for some fun, we'll also tell it to ask questions before you proceed. All right, we're going to make sure to ask us some questions. So let's press enter there. In the interim, I'm going to go ahead and open up that link from earlier so we can take a look at what's happening in there. So we already have a question from Copilot, which is great. That's what we wanted. And it wants to know who's this audience for. But check this out. Here's that link that we clicked where we can follow the conversation. And that same question, y'all, it's here. I can actually go and answer this. If I was on my phone, I can do the same exact thing. So for this one, I'll just say, let's keep it Python focused. And I can continue to track what Copilot is doing in here. I can see the steps that it's taking. I can get up and leave this desk and go about my day if I needed to. And then we have another question that's come in. So which Copilot surfaces should be the best practices cover? This is just an example. So I'm just going to select any, I'm going to select number one. And I could have input it. I could have input my own response as well. But in any case, this is to show you that you can get up, go about your life. Copilot will continue to do the work. You're not going to be the bottleneck. You're not going to be holding up Copilot anymore. Because I've had those moments. I've had those moments where it started working on something and then I thought, okay, it looks to be almost done. I get up, I walk away. I'm gone for like an hour and I come back and it was like, hey girl, I had a question and I'm not done yet. So this is how we avoid that. Remote control for GitHub Copilot CLI is generally available, which means you can go give this a try right now. If you don't have the GitHub Copilot CLI, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and install it. Try it out. Let me know how you like it. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get up and get some food because apparently I don't have to stay at my desk anymore.